I love using resin and metal together. And the best part about these earrings is that no metalsmithing skills are required. You are going to need lengths of 2 different diameter brass tubing, a pipe cutter, resin colors in neon shades, doming resin, and mixing supplies. Start by measuring the length of tube you want. The thicker the earrings, the wider tube sections you need to cut. I'm using metal calipers to measure 1/4 inch sections of tubing. Use the calipers to mark the tube so you know where to cut. If you don't have calipers, use a ruler to measure the tube and mark it with a Sharpie. Place the tube into the cutter, making sure the blade comes down on the mark you made. Twist the cutter around the tube, tightening the blade every few turns. Repeat the process for the larger diameter tube, making sure to cut the same length as you did for the smaller tube. Cut 4 lengths of the larger diameter and smaller diameter tubing. Using the cutter can leave a sharp edge or a burr. Use a metal file or coarse sandpaper to sand down this edge. Place the larger tube sections onto the sticky side of a piece of masking tape. Press firmly into the tape. Next, place the smaller tubing inside the larger tubing where the top of the smaller tube is 1/8 of an inch below the inside of the larger tube. Using something like pliers or hemostats to place the tubing makes it easier to see what you're doing. Firmly press the smaller tubing into the tape. Mix doming resin and separate it into 2 cups. Color each cup with a neon color. Pour the colored resin into the larger tube section. Be sure to keep the smaller tube section free of resin. Remove bubbles if necessary and set aside to cure. Once the resin is cured, peel the earrings away from the tape. If you have any resin seepage from underneath, use your pliers to snap it off the edge. Sand the back of the charms with wet, dry sandpaper, starting with coarse grit and working down to finer grits. Use fine grit sandpaper to sand the side of the brass tubing. This will give the earrings a soft, matte finish. finished resin and charms on hoop earrings. Now the hard part is deciding which pair to wear first.